All right, welcome to the explainer. So you're thinking about an MBA. You know it's a huge step, and the whole process, the application, the interviews, the cost, it can feel, well, a little overwhelming, like you're staring at a giant mountain. Today, we're going to be your guide up one of the best peaks in Asia, the NUS MBA. We're going to break down the application, tackle the costs, and, this is the important part, show you how you can actually get it funded. You know, every big journey like this starts with a why. And this quote from a student, Yuame Feng, just nails it. It's not just about getting 3 new letters after your name. It's a personal mission. It's about rewiring your brain, collaborating with people who are going to challenge you, and really becoming a different person. So what does that transformation actually look like at NUS? All right, first up, let's talk about that transformation. Let's really paint a picture of the world you'd be stepping into. Okay, I want you to think about who you'll be sitting next to in class. This is not a program where everyone comes from the same background. You're going to have people from finance, from tech, engineers, healthcare professionals, the whole spectrum. What that means is every single conversation, every single project becomes this incredible mashup of different perspectives. The biggest breakthroughs you have might not come from a professor, but from the person sitting right next to you. Now this is the secret sauce of the NUS program. Being right there in Singapore, you're plugged directly into the heart of Asia's insane growth. But you're not in a bubble. It's all about getting that deep, on-the-ground Asian expertise while still being connected to a massive global network. It's the best of both worlds, really. Section 2. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. Do you have what it takes? Let's look at the absolute must-haves for your application. These are the fundamentals, the non-negotiables. First, you need a bachelor's degree. Second, and this is key, at least 2 years of full-time work experience. They want to see you've been in the trenches. Then you've got the standardized tests, the GMAT or the GRE, which just gives them a baseline for your academic readiness. And finally, if English wasn't your first language in university, you'll need a language test, like TOEFL or IELTS. Think of these 4 things as your ticket to get in the door. And now, for the elephant in the room, the money. Let's go ahead and tackle the big, scary $100,000 question. And there it is, just under 100,000 Singapore dollars. Let's just let that sit there for a second. It's a huge number. It's a massive investment, no doubt about it. But a big number does not have to be a barrier. Let's break down how you can actually handle it. The good news is you have options. If you're going all in on the full-time program, that big number gets split into 2 semester payments. But if you choose the part-time route, you get to spread that cost over 4 different semester payments. See? Suddenly that mountain looks a lot more like a series of manageable hills. So if that's the cost, how in the world do you pay for it? Well, that brings us to my favorite section. Section 4, how to fund your dream. Let's look at the help that's out there. And let's start with a huge piece of good news. This is a game changer. For most of the scholarships, you don't have to fill out a single extra piece of paper. Your main application automatically throws your hat in the ring. The system is built to find you, not to make you jump through more hoops. The first kind of help is all about rewarding your hard work and your potential. If you've got a great academic record, you've done cool things in your career, or you just scream future leader, these are for you. And we're not talking about a few bucks off. These awards can seriously knock down that tuition fee, often by 20% or even more. But it's not just about test scores and job titles. NUS is actively looking for people with unique stories. They have scholarships specifically for women leaders, for entrepreneurs, for people who bring a different cultural perspective. And I love this one. There's even a resilience scholarship, which recognizes that sometimes your greatest strength is what you've overcome. It shows they care about the whole person. In that commitment to building a truly global classroom, they're putting their money where their mouth is. There are dedicated scholarships for folks from ASEAN countries and targeted awards for applicants from Latin America, Africa, North America, you name it. They are serious about bringing the world to Singapore. Now let's just spotlight 2 of the heavy hitters. For Singaporeans and permanent residents, the Dana Balon Scholarship is worth up to $20,000. And for top candidates from across Southeast Asia, the Derwin Pereira Scholarship gives you a flat $25,000. For anyone who qualifies, these are just absolute game changers. And the support doesn't even stop with scholarships. If you're already an alum of NUS or another local university in Singapore, there are loyalty grants waiting for you. And for that final stretch, to close any funding gaps, they have partnerships with loan providers with some great options specifically for students from India. They've really thought of everything. Okay, you know what you need, you know what it costs, and you know how to get it paid for. So, Section 5 is the final piece of the puzzle, your simple 5-step roadmap to actually applying. First up, deadlines. Now, you'll see a few different rounds here, but I want you to hear one thing loud and clear. Apply early. I can't stress this enough. Your chances of getting scholarship money are way, way higher in those first 2 rounds. Waiting until the end could literally cost you thousands of dollars. And here it is, the whole journey from start to finish. It all begins with your online application and your essays. Then comes that new video assessment. We'll talk about that in a sec. If you make the cut, you'll get invited for a live interview online. And the last step is getting that final decision. It's a clear, straightforward path. No mystery. Okay, let's zoom in on this video assessment, because it might be new to you. Don't let it freak you out. It's super simple. It's one question, it takes about 10 minutes, and you have to do it within 3 days of getting the invite. And here's the best part, you get 2 attempts. This is just their way of getting to see the real you, to hear your voice and get a sense of your personality off the page. So we've walked through the whole process, the what, the how much. Let's end with the most important thing of all, the reward. What do you really get for all this time, effort, and money? The numbers speak for themselves. This is real data from the Financial Times. And just look at the pivots people are making after they graduate. Over 70% change their entire job function. Almost 2/3 switch industries completely. And more than half move to a new country. An MBA like this isn't just about climbing a ladder. It's about finding a whole new building to put your ladder against. Because really, that's what it is. It's a launch pad. The degree itself, that piece of paper, is what opens the door. But the real prize, the thing that lasts a lifetime, is the incredible global network you build, the connections you make, and the personal transformation that will literally redefine your entire career. We've laid out the map for you. We started with that student's dream, to think better, to learn more, to meet brilliant people. That transformation is real, and it's waiting for you.